Shalom. Call hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua, back with another video. Try to keep it quick. All right, so we're going to start right here. 1 Peter 4 and 7, we're going to read a couple of these. But the end of all things is at hand. All right, here we are at the end. Be ye sober, Salat. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Let's read this one. The end of all things is near. Therefore be alert and of sober mind so that you may pray. The end of the world is coming soon. This is the NLT. End of the world as we know it, the end of Esau's world. Therefore, be earnest and disciplined in your prayers. All right. ESV, the end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. Okay. End of all things is near, end of all things is near. Okay. The end and culmination of all things is near. The end of all things has arrived. Everything will soon come to an end. So be serious and be sensible enough to pray. There it is. Okay. Where's prudent? Be prudent, therefore. All right. Okay, so, and I just wanted to read, I saw these, what they call cross references or the precepts. Let's read some of these. Then this is Genesis 6 and 13. Then the Most High said to Noah, the end of all living creatures has come before me, because through them the earth is full of violence. That's what we got right now, as in the days of Noah, right? Well, here we are. Now, behold, I will destroy both them and the earth. So this talk about in these days is going to be the 2/3 and the heathen, right? Romans 13 and 11. And do this, understanding the occasion, the hour has come for you to wake up from your slumber. A high time for you to wake out of sleep, right? For our salvation is nearer now than we first believed. All dealing with the same thing, the end of all things. Romans 13:12. The night is nearly over, the day has drawn near. So let us lay aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. James 5 and 8. You, too, be patient and strengthen your hearts, because the Lord's coming is near. All right? Even at the door. 1 John 2 and 18. Children, it is the last hour, and just as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have appeared. Right? We see that. This is how we know it is the last hour. All right? Okay, so I saw the brother Barack from LA, Barack Allah, and he put up a Pedro V videos, and it inspired me to do the same. This one is a little different. If I can find it, where is it? Oh, I haven't got there yet. Let me see. We'll use this. I'll go here. So y'all can bear with me. And we'll watch this Pedro V video because he's making some damn good videos. All right, so this is Pedro V channel. And I think it's like a day or two ago. I'll find out real quick. The collapse. Warning, They are preparing for the fall, the end of all things. Okay. So let's watch this. It was
Republican
September
Party
29th.
has now become the party of default.
Slovakian started again.
Republican Party has now become the party of default. The party that says America doesn't pay its debts.
Hey guys, Pedro V here. Now, in this video, I actually want to talk about how they're getting ready to collapse society. And I feel like it was already on that verge, but they had to do it in such a way that everyone won't get up and fight back. So they played it in these phases, these stages, and it's all here, folks. There's a lot of code going on, subliminal messages, and deeper meanings behind it all. So let's shine some light on this, shall we? Alright, so I first started noticing these stories about the ports in LA. There's many ships being left there. It almost seems they are deserting them in some aspects as if everyone just disappeared. But there's a lot going on in the seas. We know that. We only get to see what they present to us and make it out from our speculation.
Well, officials say the delay is partly because there's a shortage of trucks and drivers to pick up the goods. All right, the economic logjam could continue until the end of 2022. The ports of LA and Long Beach handled 40% of the nation's imports. That's a lot.
Yeah, I was just in Long Beach. It was so full of these cargo ships just sitting here.
We are also hearing about these blackouts, a internet outage, possibly all being brought together.
Now to the state's effort to prevent the deadly widespread power outages back in February from happening again this coming winter or any time for that matter. Today, state lawmakers heard about a potential loophole that some of them worry will place Texans at risk again.
This is the Achilles heel right now. Right now. What we talked about with the Railroad Commission, it stops right here.
She is among the state senators who sounded the alarm about whether a proposed rule by the Texas Railroad Commission would place Texans in danger this winter. After the power outages that killed 210 people, state lawmakers passed bills that would require state agencies to put together a critical infrastructure list so that they wouldn't lose electricity during a winter or any other storm.
We see this headline about the Bandwidth CEO confirming these outages due to DDoS attacks. And what they do is attack the networks, slow it down, or shut it down altogether by using your IP in these attacks.
It's days like today that most of us realize how reliant we are on the internet. Thousands of CenturyLink customers still without internet and phone services as one of the nation's largest internet providers continues to experience a massive nationwide outage.
It's a problem for so many. The company says it could be up to 24, maybe even 48 hours before it's fixed.
We see them talking about the depth and to prepare for possible shutdown and much more. They are getting ready for this collapse of society, and I believe they have the UN or another group of people who will come in and fully take over things. But they first have to separate those who obey and those who don't follow their system.
We were forced to take the shot or resign. That was our choice.
What did you choose?
I chose to get the COVID shot because I need my job.
I'm not taking that vaccine. It's more like it's either a paycheck or my rates.
And New York State Governor Kathy Hochul says there are plans to bring in healthcare workers from other states, if not other countries, if there is any sort of staffing shortage. And she says she won't hesitate to issue an emergency order that would bring in help from the National Guard.
Ministers are working hard to prime the pumps. Military on standby, calls for restraint, visas for foreign drivers. And today, the business secretary mobilised 80 or so tankers the government holds in reserve, offering them to fuel companies to keep their drivers moving. But can he guarantee the run on fuel won't affect Christmas?
And we're very, very focused on making sure that we get enough drivers. We've stood up military drivers, and we want to just make sure that we get enough petrol into the forecourts.
At the moment, every delivery that comes in is either late, cancelled, or instead of getting 10 pallets, we'll get 2 pallets.
How long do you see this going on for?
I see it going on for months.
Now, it also says here this could be the third shutdown in 3 years. Imagine that. The third shutdown in 3 years. So we have the 33, Freemasonry. What do you know? And that's a code meaning, subliminal message. They're sending codes and messages to prepare. Something is going on and people know it. This is why they're talking about this infrastructure bill, etc. But for the masses, they will not find out till it's too late.
Hysteria, like controversy in Washington, is usually a manufactured phenomenon. But when it comes to the increasingly vocal worry that Congress will not raise the debt ceiling, the hysteria is real and warranted. All of us and the global economy would be in for a world of hurt if Congress, Democrats and Republicans, fails to act.
So I wanted to quickly highlight this for you guys to be prepared for anything. And with that all being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all.
All right, so as you can see, the end is here. And they know it. They're going to try to flip it and offset the prophecies. Let's listen to this one more time real quick. I caught something. Let's listen from the top.
The Republican Party has now become the party of default, the party that says America doesn't pay its debts.
It's debts. So let's get that. Let's get I bought yacht. Because this is the problem with these people that sat down at the table. Now it's time to pay the debt. Okay? It's time for you to pay that bill. You sat down and ate, the whole family, and then now you're trying to dine and dash. Oh, wow. You gonna show it to me? Where is it? All right, Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. These people want their money. America doesn't pay its debts. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say? Right? That's why they're going to shoot them. I mean, China owns this place. All right? We're at the end. All right? Babylon is fallen, is fallen. And you can see that. All right, so, I mean, that's good enough. I'm going to stop it right there. We're at the end, folks. All right? What manner of persons ought you to be? In all holy conversation and godliness, looking forward hasting unto the coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That is the name of this year. Brought down from the top, with starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right. So with that, we're gonna say, hope that the elect were edified, and shalom.